What's going on, guys? It's Gia here representing Ask A Millennial with special guests.
Alvin J. Brown, iSnap Studios.
Darell Brown, Brown Boy Productions.
And we're about to get lit.
On everybody's perspective, when I first introduced the topic of masks, literally let me know what y'all first thoughts of it when it comes to that topic.
When I think about the whole mask situation, I think about people basically living a lie, not only to themselves but to other people that they come into contact with. So it's like you're basically trying to fake the funk, be something or somebody that you know you're not, and you're just doing it because you feel like this is what people like, And unfortunately, we do live in a superficial society where people tend to only care about what you can give them or what you look like. If you don't look a certain way, they ain't interested. If you don't have a certain car or money or whatever, they're not interested. And that's not everybody, but we have to be honest. We do live in a superficial society. So I can see why some people are out here wearing masks, whether that's covering up their emotions, trying to act gangster or thugged out, even though you know good and well you in the suburbs. But I see why some people do the mess they do. That isn't to give them an excuse, because to me, as you get older, you need to mature and grow up and realize that's not cool. Which brings me to this. The TV show Catfish, it's horrible. It's horrible. But when you think about it, it kind of makes sense that people catfish, because if you notice in the show, people end up falling in love with that person's personality, but what caught their attention first was how they looked. So can you really be shocked that somebody stole somebody else's picture to lure you into an online relationship because you wouldn't talk to them before? You wouldn't talk to them if they was showing you how they really look. So really, you superficial in many ways. This isn't to say you should be out there catfishing, but just saying.
Before I really go in, video games are definitely worst when it comes to catfishing, because you be playing with somebody that has a female character. You hear I hear so many guys talk about they do playing and they even friends with guys playing a female character, but then when they actually get on the phone or they actually meet up, it actually turns out to be a straight up nigga or dude. There's too many stories behind people getting catfished in that long.
You might want to hit one of those too.
Oh my goodness, that's ultimate level catfish.
When I think about the whole mask, the mask subject. When I think about the mask subject, I honestly do think about people living. It's almost like living deep within themselves. So basically, I'm giving you this false notion that I'm going to be something that I'm not. So, I'll give the example. If I want to be your friend, I'm going to see what it is that you like. I'm totally not like that at all. Exactly what you like. But instead, I'm giving you this false persona that, hey, I'm everything that you want me to be in a friend. But then later on down the line, you end up seeing you're not the same person. And that's the same thing that happens in relationships. Mm-hmm. People always end up having what they want, the other person, they pay attention to what they like, see what they like, what they talk about, do the things that they like. But then when it comes down to their turn and they actually take the mask off, it's who is this person? And sometimes it happens in marriages too. They're waiting until the end and then that mask just come off and they look ugly.
Oh gosh.
Definitely though, but we're definitely trying to take those masks off, especially when it comes into the business world. We just want everybody to be straight up what it is. That's how you earn the most respect. Take the everybody take the mask off.
Mask off.
Take the mask off, please.
Take that mask off.
And I guarantee you, business will flourish. Just be straight up. Don't lie to people. Honesty, every customer, every person that you deal with in business, they love it when you're straight up. They love it,
Oh, that has saved me a lot over time. That has saved me a lot over time when you just being straight up honest with them, hey, this is probably gonna take me a little X amount of time. I just want to give you a heads up, let you know what's going on. Now I might have technical issues, and it's as long as you communicate that, they actually have a good set of understanding. And mind you, they're also on a personal level, when you don't do that, then people are going to start looking at you funny, and then they're going to end up starting to develop serious trust issues, and they're going to end up more likely disassociating yourself from you them nobody and probably tell other people not to mess with you because you are this level of person. You are not to be trusted. So you definitely don't want to go around put this mask. You want to be your most genuine, your most honest, your most realist self, pretty much at all times. You don't have to reveal yourself to everybody just like that. But when whoever you approach, you should always be your genuine, realistic, honest self.
If you're not on-time person, like you say, communicate that, but don't wear a mask that you are. Don't, where everybody has many masks that you can put on. You can put on an honest mask and you're a liar. You can put on an abusive mask and you seem like you're a peaceful person. You can put on a business persona, but you're not business-like at all. All business etiquette goes up when you take the mask off. When you go home, you're by yourself. That's the true you is when nobody else is around.
Exactly.
So, definitely the same mask that you take off when you're at home, you need to leave that at home and then go out into the world and see like how people like gravitate towards you or not, because not everybody's gonna hang with you. And honestly, that's just the way of the world. You don't have to be around everybody. You're not gonna make everybody happy. So don't put no mask on just to please anybody. It makes no sense. I guarantee you, like none of us would be cool. Like everybody who's doing this right now would not be cool if we kept putting on masks and trying to make each other happy.
Exactly.
And then when one of us take the mask off, we're both looking like, who is this person? Like, what's your issue? And then there's multiple problems. Nobody has time for that, honestly.
Right. And to piggyback on that, definitely. Oh, great! I had one of my brain parts kick in, so it's gonna take like about a couple of seconds for me to get it back to where I want it to be. But definitely, when you go ahead and take off that mask, it is cool that not everybody's gonna like you, and that's actually pretty cool because you don't need to. That tells you that you're probably not meant to be around that person because you both are not going to be on the same frequency. Y'all not going to be on the same wavelength or on the same level of understanding with each other, and it doesn't matter what you do. It's just not going to work out. So it's okay for the fact that not everybody is going to like you for you. That makes room for all those who do see you for who you really are and will gravitate towards you and appreciate for everything you are and everything that you do. Those are the ones you want to keep around. The rest of everybody else, which is probably going to be the mass majority of everybody you come across in your life, is not going to matter by the end of the day. So always be yourself and just don't walk around with that mask. Just be who you are. Be completely naked.
And in relationships, I'm gonna need y'all to take the mask off. Mask off. Okay, mask off. Hey. Okay, but really, take the mask off, because my thing is, people be sitting up here, like when you go on a date, it's like you going on an interview for some of y'all fake as hell. I mean, and be fake as hell for months, and then you finally get to know that person, and by the time you get to know them, you a year in or longer, and you realize, crazy. And you didn't know that because you've been with the mask. And it's like, if you can't be yourself around that person, then you don't need to be with that person in a discussion.
Into that, nobody wants that at all. Like, no man wants a woman who wears multiple masks. And, it's just funny, like, no man really wants a woman that everything on her is fake. So, and why we want a fake individual in general, your persona's fake.
The tears want to fall down my eyes because of that past experience. But go on.
So when it comes down to anything, and I know it's vice versa. If we pretending men, we're pretending to be everything that you guys want, and that's just our mask. Like, why fake the funk when you can find somebody who truly loves you for you? Just take the mask off, and they'll love you for who you are. That goes, honestly, the mask. The mask off goes for anything, any and every single thing. Honestly, that's just straight up. Keep that mask off when you're shaking somebody's hand, and then show them your true colors. And they either gonna rock with you or they not. It's plain and simple. Relationship, rock with you or not. Friendship, rock with you or not. Because people, honestly, and when I think about this, do people really change, or they're just showing you who they already were? I mean, you gotta think about that.
That's deep. That's
You
deep.
gotta think about that.
What you think, Alvin?
I think
Reverend Brown, other Reverend. Well, actually, you passed the Brown. Come on.
Oh man, I'm trying to get away from my daddy's time. But Yeah, if you like, I always end up. I'm to the point in my life where I'm very humble and I'm going pretty much going to be my full honest self. So anybody that approaches me, you're going to end up getting the whole honesty, the whole realistic version of myself. There is not going to be a mask. What I do, which is photography, is the one that pays my livelihood. And outside of doing the photography, I'm just a natural goofball like anybody else. I say a lot. I'm not the most perfect individual. Sometimes I can be honest with myself. Sometimes I have a short temper. That's the realistic side of me. I'm not going to lie about that. So yeah, I'm pretty much putting myself out there. So this is pretty much what you are going to get. But don't let my flaws push you away from who I am generally as a person for the things that I do, into which by the end of the day, I'm a very caring person. And if I generally care about you, and I show that to mostly everybody, then that's everything that I do offer you. I even give you to my last, which I'm not doing all that ever again, to make sure that you are good. But yeah, pretty much you're getting the whole thing. You're not getting the mask. You're not getting this. Hey, I'm Mr. Photographer. I think I'm Mr. Awesome. I'm not. You're not getting that. You're getting the genuine Alvin Brown Jr. That's who you're getting. That's what you're signing up for. So I expect you to reciprocate the same thing. I want you to be able to reciprocate who you truly are by the end of the day. I want you to be comfortable with yourself around me and around everybody else. I want that for you. I want you to really be true, and I ultimately just want you to be genuinely happy.
True. That has been the end of this week's Ask a Millennial. Take off your mask, be you, show your true colors, live your truths. Stop faking the funk, y'all. How can people connect with you on social media?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, Mr. Alvin _Brown. Find me on Facebook, Alvin J Brown. My Facebook fan page is being worked on right now, which is going to be called iSnap. So you can find my business and my photography works up there. And soon in the future, more likely around next year, everything's going to be on iSnap. So be on the lookout for that.
And how can they find you on social media?
Well, you can find me by following Brown Boy Productions on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's Brown B-O-I instead of B-O-Y, and Productions. And then you'll be able to find me. And also, like, my personal pages, they will be Darell, D-A-R-E-L-L-R, Brown _. And you can find me pretty much almost anywhere. My personal pages, and that'll be Darell, D-A-R-E-L-L-R, Brown _. And you can follow me on any one of those things, and I guarantee you'll figure out something I don't know.
That has been the end of this Ask a Millennial video.
You better edit the mess out
I will. That has been the end of the Ask a Millennial video. Make sure you hit us up on Twitter at AskAMillennial1. If you want to email us topics that we can talk about, email us at AskAMillennial2016@gmail.com, and like us on Ask a Millennial on Facebook. Deuces.